Hello there, how's it going? So this is another video, another Spark video. So in this video I'm going to show you how to remove a header, a file header and a file footer from a data frame. So say for example you have this header in your data frame and you have this footer as well, and you want to get rid of both header and footer from your data frame. So the data frame will be look like this when you read it. So the main goal is basically to get rid of this header and footer. So there are two ways to go about this, so I'm going to show you both ways. So the first way is to basically so in a case where you know the so if you know a particular data, you can select you can use where clause on those particular data at a particular column. Say for example person df1 dot where, so we are going to use where clause and it's going to be where a particular column. So in this case we want to use a person header, right? And we have to use a name column. So where name, so where the column name is equal to person data, equal to person header. Okay, I need to import the code method from Spark. So where that column is equal to where name is equal to person header and call name which is call name is equal to so actually where name column is not equal to person header, that is basically the logic we need to apply, and where the column name is not equal to person footer, so what we want to do is basically return the data frame that are not matching those particular condition. So that will be let me use the show false and print. So we've got our data frame where you can see we are getting the four records, right? The person header and person footer have been removed. So we can call this one first method. So for the second method, what I need to do is use a zipWithIndex to add index to the data frame and remove those unwanted records by the index. So to add index, I'm going to define a variable called zipWithIndex, and then I'm going to convert person df1 to RDD. Then I'm going to use a zipWithIndex on the RDD zipWithIndex. So zipWithIndex, I'm going to map that by, so I'm going to map it. So I actually made a video regarding using adding index to a data frame. So basically this RDD is basically this record, right? And what we want to do is add index to them. So we have to map this record, and so okay, let's say case row. So this row will be this initial record, right? And we need to add index. So this index will be the index that the zipWithIndex is going to add. So what we want to return is basically a new row or a new record. So to return a new row, I'm going to use from sequence, and I'm going to convert the previous row, right? The previous row, or yeah, this row, I'm going to convert it to sequence, right? To sequence. Then I'm going to append this append the index to it. So now from sequence, now we are basically generating a new row from this particular sequence. So now we have basically a new row or a new RDD. Then we can use that one to create a new data frame. So let me define a new data frame called person df2 equal to spark session dot create data frame, and I'm going to use the zip index, and then the we need to create a new schema because we basically add a new data, which is the index to the original row. So we need a new schema. So var new schema equal to so we need to convert. We need to use a person df1 dot schema and add a new schema to it. So the name of the new column is going to be index, and I'm going to use long type, and the null label is going to be false. So the next thing to do is basically add that new schema here, new schema. So now we've got our new data frame, right? So if I say person df2 dot show, we should be able to get a new data frame with the index. So let me run it. So as you can see, we've got a new data frame with index. Now what we need to do is basically use this index to remove this this particular this person header record and the footer record as well. So to do that, we need to use where clause again. So that will be person df2 dot where. So call the index column index. So we want to say where the index is greater than or equal to 1, greater than or equal to 1. So that will remove the person header, and the next thing is to remove the footer, right? So we need to use call index. So where index is basically less than, so I'm going to basically where index is less than it's basically where index is less than, I'm going to use person df2 dot count. So I'm going to count all of these data record, right, and subtract it by -1. Okay, so that will be person df2 dot count -1. So for example, right, if the count, we can see that the count of this data frame is 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we subtract it from 1, that will be 5. So our logic is basically where index is less than 5. So this is the 5 index, right? So where index is less than 5 would be from here. So overall logic is basically where index is greater than or equal to 1, which is from this one, and where the index is less than 5, which is to this point. So we should be able to get this. Now let's just show false. So let's run it again. I want to I want to drop index before showing it. Okay, let me say dot drop index colon index. Okay. Okay, you can see now this is our main data frame. So where the index is greater than 0, is greater than or equal to 1 is basically from where name is Lino Messi, and where index is basically less than 5, which is at Alex Putella. So this is basically how you can remove the row record from a data frame. Alright, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and leave a comment. More videos like this will be coming. So have a lovely day and goodbye.